Good evening, class. We are going to be working on adding integers with models, so please take out your notes and let's get ready to go. So um, there's some things we're going to be working on today, and we're going to be using counters. Now, when you're in the classroom, I actually have counters for you to use, but we're going to be drawing them on our homework. So it says integers are positive or negative whole numbers. We learned this. This was like the first lesson we learned when we learned classifying rational numbers. They can be represented with models, and the two models that we use are counters and number lines. So it wants us to sketch showing the number 4. So 4 is a positive number, so we are going to just draw 4 counters. So and then question number 2 is asking us to use 6 counters to show the number 0. So if I use 3 positive counters, I need to use 3 negative counters because these form what we call a 0 pair. I can match them up and they 0 each other out, one positive to one negative. And then we're going to use 7 counters to show negative 1. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 positive counters. I'm going to use 3 negative counters. There's my 0. I need to get to negative 1, so I'm going to use one more negative counter. So my positive and negative match, my positive and negative match, my positive negative match, that's a 0. And I have one extra negative counter. So I have negative 1. And I can show you, I don't know why my little thing's not pinned. Using this, like this matches to this one, this matches to this one, this matches to this one, so it's equal to 0. Same thing here, matchy matchy, and then I'm left with negative 1. So that's how 0 pairs work. Okay, the next one says, write an equation to represent the value of the model, then give the model in the given equation. So how many negatives do I have? I hope we're all saying negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus, how many positives do I have? 3. And what is negative 4 plus 3? Well, when we match up our pairs, we're left with, get that, negative 1. Okay, how about this next one? How many negative counters do I have? Negative 2 plus 6. Match up our 0 pairs. What are we left with? 4 positive counters. Okay. How about this? I have negative 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 6. Match up our 0 pairs, and I have positive 3 left. Okay, this time, sorry guys, my nose is itchy. We're going to draw the models. So I'm going to do negative 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to model 4. And what do we have left? We match up our 0 pairs. I have 1 positive left. So my answer is positive 1. How about this one? I have positive 3 and negative 4 counters. Match up your pairs, you're left with negative 1. Okay, this time I have negative 3 counters, 3 negative counters. Then I have 4 negative counters. So what's my total this time? I hope we're all saying negative 7. Okay, so what patterns did you notice? Now you're writing here complete sentences, guys. Super important. Let's make sure we're using proper English, even if we are in math class. So I noticed that a positive and a negative counter cancel each other out. I'm going to write 0 pair. And then I also noticed that the number with the greatest absolute zero keeps the sign. And by the sign, I mean positive or negative. Okay, make sure that's in your notes. Complete sentences, periods, capitals. Come on, guys, you can do it all. You're kind of amazing like that. Okay, so now we're going to model on a number line. We always start at 0. Always. Where do we start, guys? At 0. So I'm going to draw to -1. That is my first step. Okay. And now, because I'm already at -1, I'm going to do what? I'm going to add 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. What is my answer? My answer is +3. Okay, let's try number 11. I'm going to start at 0. I'm going to go +1. That's what this says. So I'm going to go 1 in this direction. My next number is -4. So I'm going to start at 1 because that's where I ended. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's my answer? -3. Okay. How about this one? I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to go -1. Now I'm going to start at -1 and I'm going to go -4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where did I end up? My answer is -5. Okay, starting at 0. Always on the number line, we start at 0. I'm going to go +1. That's what it told me to do. Now I'm going to go +4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my answer? +5. So do you notice any additional patterns? I will be checking this. I want to see what you notice. Okay, what you're going to be doing for the rest of homework is this page right here. You're going to add the following integers. You can use your model of choice. You can use counters, you can use the number line, or test patterns that you have discovered. See if you get these right. We'll check them in class tomorrow. Make sure you're summarizing the lesson. I need 2 to 3 good sentences. What did you learn about today? That's all I have for you tonight. You guys have a fabulous night, and I will see you in class tomorrow.